Okay. Move yourself over here. Move yourself over here. Oh, there's a lot of left there. Oh my God. Right. There? There? Go there. Oh yeah, I'm doing this way. But it's not come towards me. Okay, this is the most interesting Pilates session ever. Let's grab our weights and let's just get started. There's ants nests everywhere in the corners of the room. There you go. All right. Bring your weights just in front of your thighs. Sorry, Jen. Open the knees, drop your chin, and let's take a roll down. If you can't hear me online, please let me know. All the way down to the floor. So take a lovely stretch. Nice long deep breath in through to the rib cage and exhale out. Take a little stretch. If you tighten your hamstrings, turn your weight up like this and work with stretching, bending and extending the legs. Or just hold on to them flat on the ground and just loosen up those hamstrings. You're right there, Jen. I mean, it is raining.
We must be mental.
Okay, soften those knees. Let's roll back out. Allow those weights to kind of pull your spine a little bit more.
Can't see that.
You are in the picture as well. Take a shoulder roll at the top.
God. Oh, blimey.
Go stand next to Jen if you like. Okay, change of position. Soften the knees. Pull your shoulders back. Lengthen up through your spine. Squeeze your belly.
Right,
And we're going for a little gentle deadlift. This is a flat back, pivoting from your hips. Eye gaze slightly forward. Don't let those shoulders protrude forward. All the way down to the kneecaps or beyond. And slowly lift back up. As we come up to the top, give me a little lateral raise out to the side with those arms. Drop them straight back down. Bring them back in front of your thighs. Lengthen that spine. And let's go down. Use your back muscles, squeeze the belly as far as you can go. Feel those hamstrings engaging. And then pivot all the way back up. And raise those arms out to the side. We're going again a little bit faster. Down, 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 and slowly up, out to the side. So just be very aware that you're not allowing those shoulders to drop forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Squeeze the belly and come all the way back. 3 more of these. Lovely deep. Lengthening out through that spine. Coming all the way up. Reaching out just to shoulder level. Down. 2. Give it 1 more. Keep lengthening out, squeeze the belly, control, 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 control. All the way back up, out to the side, and drop those weights down. We're going to take a step forward. Our left leg's going forward, our right leg's staying back. Spin around so your hip bones are facing forward. Make sure you're on a rail track, not take that leg behind because you will lose your balance. So we're going to carry on with the arms and the legs together. So we're going to drop down into a lunge, raising our arms forward and bring them all the way back and squeeze them back behind at the top. So we come forward, palms are facing down, coming all the way back, squeeze. Get that lunge as low as you can go, 90-90 at the knees if you can. Breathing in, exhale. I'll draw the bellies in, make sure that back foot, you're right on the toes. Go 4 more. Squeeze. Squeeze the back, last 2. 1 more. Now take the weights behind you again, then bring them back down by your hips, facing in, drop down into your lunge, and let's press up and down, staying low in that lunge. We're also going to do a nice little balance exercise. It's going to be interesting, especially on grass. 8, 7, get it lower. Warm up that front buttock into that front heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. We're going to step forward and we're going to lift that knee. So focus on something in front of you. Find a balance. Bring your weights either to here, if you do struggle with balance, or let them up. Now we're going to squeeze the belly and we're going to pulse the thigh up towards our chest, but use your tummy muscles to do so. Going, keep going, give me 8 more. 8, arms extended, really straighten out the elbow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, can you keep that balance? Can you take that leg behind, bring your arms down, and reach down towards the floor. Take that leg behind you. Soften your front knee. Sink into that left heel so your buttocks are fired up. If you want to stay here, stay here. If you can, squeeze your elbows back. Do 10 for me, or just stay here, that's fine, and just find your balance. If you need to put your back foot down, do this and work that back foot for stability. I've got 5 more of these. 4. Squeeze that back buttock. 2, 1 more. And release it back. Take the feet wide onto your mats. Turn the toes out very slightly. So the weights are coming in front of you. We're going to sink down into a squat. Fast to the floor as you can go. And then lift up and squeeze your elbows up towards the sky. Drop your feet back down. Coming up. So our squat is still sticking your bum back behind you. Opening those knees to the little toes. Keeping your flat back and your chest up. So what you don't want to be doing is this. Okay, it's a deep squat in the legs. Stay high in the chest. And as you pull your arms up, make sure elbows lead the way. So elbows lead, elbows lead, elbows lead. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bring your weights down. Drop down into a squat. Pulse it up and down. 10, 9, 8. Open the knees. 6, 5, 4, 3. We're coming down to the floor. Weights down. Step your legs back to plank. Take your feet wide. Options to be down on your knees, but stay in that beautiful plank position. Okay, we're going to take a little row, side to side. So if you feel when you're rowing, your hips are doing this, drop down to your knees, stabilize yourself, and you'll probably get more out of it by dropping your knees and stabilizing the hips that way. Little rows, come on, pull up. Very well, when you're shuffling your weight side to side, your hip bones stay absolutely pointed to the floor. 8, 7, squeeze it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And drop it down. Take a good child's pose. Drop your hand. Pull your bottoms back into your heels. Okay, we're going to just take the emphasis away from the arms into the legs. Swing one way behind your right leg. Actually, swing it behind your left leg because then it's equal. Then I know which side we're working. Okay, nice strong position. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, back flat, abs engaged. Tuck that calf in towards your hamstring so your foot's lifted from the ground. Strong grip of the weight. All we're going to do is lift up. Drop down, tap the knee to the floor, lift back up, tap down. Keep squeezing that weight so all the muscles are working. Just give me 4 more. And we're going to do a change of direction. So tap the knee down, And lift straight up to the side and down. Allow a little bit of give in your right elbow to allow that knee to lift and lower. Grip that weight even more with your hamstrings. 7, 6, 5. Draw the bellies in. Come on, press it up as high as it will go. Work it, work it. 3, 2, one more. Back to behind. Hold it up. Pulse it. Now, extra squeeze of the butt. Tiny little movement so you feel right underneath that butt cheek doing all the work. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We take it back. Tap the floor with the knee. Lift it up to the side. Let's pulse it up. Now get it as high as you can. Squeeze. 10, 9, 8. Grip that weight. 6, 5. Get it higher. Get your knee higher. 2, and release it down. Remove the weight from the leg. Slowly bring yourself to the ground. Taking the weight in your left hand. You can relax your other hand underneath your forehead, or you can just take it out long if you want. It's up to you. Find whatever works. We're going to lift the right leg off the floor so it hovers. The right leg stays off the ground the whole time. So just lift that leg, hips down, and then the left arm, we pull up, we release. We pull up, we release. Doing. Is it okay if you keep your legs on the floor? Try that.
No, it's all.
It's meant to. You're meant to feel it in the back, but it's actually hurting. Do it without the weight. Just the movement. Now that back leg, lift it higher. Keep it isolated. Squeeze the tummy muscles. So you're constantly working that right glute. 5, 4. Lift the chest higher. 3, 2. One more. Hold the squeeze up. Hold the squeeze up. Hold the squeeze up. Now lift the chest. Lift that leg. Squeeze it more. Lengthen the knee. 5. Squeeze the elbow. 3, 2. Take a little wriggle in the hips. Put a little light rain on us. Oh, that's quite pleasant. It's a good temperature for fluffy. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Now we're going to do a bit of some push-ups. Push-ups are not things that I like to do. Bring your weight either side of your mat. We're going to do a staggered push-up. We haven't done these for a while. Now some of you might prefer to use your weights and just put your hands on them. Maybe palms in, maybe palms facing back, or just use your hands flat on the ground. So take one hand onto the grass, the other hand on the grass, staggered further down. Bring your hips slightly forward, and we're dropping down right in the middle of the 2 weights, straight back up. So 2 different muscle groups working here. And it looks a bit evil, and I thought they'd all flown away now. There's loads of flying out days last week, wasn't there? So they're not swamping your mat like they were, Jen. I was literally on top of them. Nice and deep. Elbows out to the side. Give me 3 more. And then we're going to stagger the other way. So slide the other hand forward, the other one back, and carry on. Chest bang in the middle of those weights. Okay, 3 more. Make them deep. Come on, work into those muscles. Tummy's tucked in tight. And release it off. Walk those weights in underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. We're going to lift up our hips. Walk our weights to our feet. And just come into a stretch forward again. So if you need to bend and extend, just hold your legs straight and just sink down. Holding onto those weights. Take a roll up. A nice roll back at the top. Okay, our right leg's going. Good. Again, square those hips off. Right up onto the backs of your toes. Okay, abs on. So we're doing back into those arms again. So as we drop down, we take the arms forward and squeeze them back at the top. So focus on something in front of you, you feel balance. That is it. When you go down to lunch, juice go down. No, exactly. 8. Squeeze back. Remember to pull those shoulder blades together as you lift, and then you drop them down. We're doing 5 more of these. That what it is. One more. Okay, bring the palms down, drop down. Let's pulse up and down. Nice and low into that front right buttock, into the heel on that foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then we step it forward. We're going to bring that knee up, find your balance. Arms can stay here or up above, and we're pulling that thigh up. So imagine crunch, use your ab muscles to pull the thigh up, lengthen up the arms, but drop your shoulders. Stabilize your body, it's only the thigh moving, nothing else. Pelvis is isolated. 7, 6, extend those arms. 5, 4, 3, come on, bring it up higher. Can you take it into that balance? We drop down, we take the leg back. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Stay here or drop that back foot, turn the palms in and pressing up and down. One side is always easier than the other. Now, can you lengthen that leg out as much as you can? Stretch it. 5, I think there's less balance on the side. 4, 3, 2, one more. And then release the feet. Now we're going to take our legs a lot wider than we did earlier. So onto the grass, turn your toes out. You've got more grip than on grass than you have on the carpet. So now we're doing plie squats. Plie squats are lovely upright squats. The knees follow the middle toe. We're going to carry on doing the same arms. So as we drop, we squeeze up and then we bring the weights down. Open those knees wide. Particularly feel those shoulders coming together at the top. So it's more of an upright row and then a shoulder squeeze at the same time. Monday morning fittest part noise. Lorries. We've got 4 more. Come on, drop down to those legs. Open those knees. Give me 2 more. Last one in those rows. Drop your weights down in the middle of your legs. Sink down into a plie. And let's press up and down. Whilst we're here, look at your knee position. Open them. You want to be able to see your big toes. When you look on the inside of those knees. 7, open, drop lower. 4, 3, 2, we're coming down. Drop the weights down to the floor. Parallel your feet. Lift and lengthen up through your spine to get a beautiful flat tabletop position. And then soften the spine and drop down and get to the hamstrings. Maybe you're in a thighs. You might want to take your legs a tiny bit wider, but quite flexible. And just sink down. Just very subtly move your weight into the front toes. Do what? It does get damp, isn't it? Bring your weights forward. Bring your knees back down to the floor. Put one weight to the side and put the weight into your right leg. And then squeeze the calf in towards the hamstring. So you've got a firm grip, your foot is off the ground. Keep that spine in a nice neutral position. When you're ready, we'll lift that leg up, down. So it's just a brush of the floor at the bottom and then lift straight back up again. Full reps. It's gonna rain for days. There is an element of niceness about it though, but it's starting to get a little bit more sprinkly. Yeah. It's increasing. Gonna have a big afro head in a minute. 2 more. Now, as we brush that knee to the floor, let's go straight out to the side. Now, soften your left elbow to allow a bit of give. Making sure you've still got a big squeeze of that weight because it's easy to suddenly lose that grip. Use the sides of your obliques for your waistline, doing the work as well. Your left buttock will kick in, especially if you squeeze it. We've got 5 more of these. Come on, lift up high. Knee leads the way. Give me 2 more. And then we come back to that hover. We lift up again behind. We hold up high, squeeze the weight as we pulse through that buttock. So one for the in the left side.
Yep.
Yeah. 8, 7. Get that knee high. Come on. 4, 3, 2. Brush it down to the floor. Lift it out to the side. Get it as high as you can and pulse it high. Now squeeze that weight. 10, 9, 8. Get it higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Get rid of that weight. Bring yourself down onto the ground. So now we're doing the right arm with the weight. So that means that we engage the abs also down here and then lift that left leg. Remember, lengthening, not height. And when you're ready, we pull back on that right arm, drop it forward. Get your spine working. Inhale forward, exhale. Get the chest as high as you can go. And squeeze that left buttock a little bit more. So lift maybe a little bit more or lengthen. You can keep it on the ground if you prefer and just work the arm. My dog can hear me. He's next door. Come on, come on, come on. Give me 4 more. Up, squeeze.
Oh, sweetie.
2.
I haven't been for ages.
And 1. Sorry, he's next door.
Oh,
Release down. Sure, we did something else on that one. Did we do a little pulse?
no.
Oh.
No. No. Definitely not.
Okay, second round of those push-ups.
Mm.
So we do 20 push-ups, 10 staggered, 10 staggered. So you're all going to pace and count yourselves. It's always better to count down and count up.
It's raining.
So I'm going to do this round with my hands flat on the ground. So if you want to use your weights again, you can. Stagger, don't mind which hand you lead, because they're both doing the same thing. And let's go down on the inhale and then exhale straight back up again. When you're doing push-ups, I know staggered was slightly different to just a standard push-up, and they've always got different rules. But when you drop down, try and imagine your elbows are going slightly back. Not forward or out to the side, but slightly back. And then you're going to activate your triceps a little bit more. I can't remember how many I've done. I think I've got one more on this side, and then we'll change it side. The wider, the better in the hang. So I've got mine off my mat on the grass.
It's easier when it's wider.
Yeah, because you probably rely much on your triceps.
Yeah.
Keep going, make your last few a little bit deeper, maybe a little bit further forward. Keep that slight push back in the elbow. I'm doing my last one, and then I'm going to drop to my elbows. Tuck the toes, come into plank. Can you take your left foot on top of your right heel and rest it? Squeeze the thighs, squeeze the buttocks, and pulse the hips up and down. And you don't have to do this. You can just keep your toes on the ground. You can drop to your knees and just do it with your knees on the ground. But whatever you do, try not to collapse. Come on, squeeze it. Give me just 5 more. And then swap the legs and carry on without a break. I'm getting hot now. Hot and soggy. Come on, squeeze. And wet. 8, 7, come on, press it. 5, 4, 3, 2, uncross the legs, drop to the floor. Drop down, take a little wriggle on those hips again. So we're going to move on to nice rotations. We did this a few weeks ago, but it's really good. We haven't done any rotations yet, so we can do them now. So I'm going to put our hands back underneath. Take a little cat stretch at the top. You only need 1 weight for this. Starting with the left hand, right hand under the chest, knees a little bit wider. And we're going to reach up to the sky, and we're going to do that feed under. You bend your right elbow, and the left arm stays hovered as you feed it through. And then you squeeze up as high as you can go. So when you rotate that arm up, really turn from your waist, your rib cage, and I want you to feel your left shoulder blade squeezing up to its maximum point. But don't fully extend your elbows. Always keep a very light bend in the elbows. And when you feed the arm through that right arm, deep bend in that right arm. So both are working. Okay, give me 4 more in this arm. And we're going to take the last one into a little stretch. Feed it all the way under, drop all the way to the floor. Rest the side of your head to the ground, shoulder to the ground. So just feed that arm under and just feel that stretch. And if you want to go further with it, you can grab the wrist with your right hand and pull it through. You want the stretch to come across around the rib cage area, the back of the rib cage. Now, we've been rotating our left side and we haven't finished rotating our left side. So what I want you to do is bring yourself on to your right elbow, turn onto your right side, bend your legs, either lift into a half plank or into full plank with your top leg in front of your right leg. And we're going to go back to those rotations. So squeeze the shoulder blade back and let's feed the weight under. You can turn with that movement, but keep the control. We're doing 10 of these. Three. And up. Should we do your last few? And if you can hold it that little bit more, when you've done your last one, just hold up in that side plank and lift. Squeeze the underneath butt cheek and feel your waist pushing up higher. Hold it and breathe. Just another 2 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Turn yourself back over onto the hands and knees. If you feel any stiffness in your wrists, give them a little stretch there. Quite a lot of pressure on that right leg, right hand. Okay, let's set up on the other side. Left hand underneath chest, take your knees wide, grab hold of your weight. And let's twist up and feed it through. You did real wonderful. As long as you remember what one, as long as you did the same plank. Did you do the same plank, same arm?
Yeah.
Come on, lift, lift, squeeze, squeeze, turn, turn, turn. Work on that rotation. Really important for us. Turn spine, lifting up. Feed it under. 2 more. So you've done that last big squeeze out. We feed it under and we stretch. So you can just stay here and work on the twist. So you can grab your wrist, feed it through, and enjoy that lovely stretch at the back. Okay, release the wrist when you're ready. Put yourself back underneath. Let's turn over onto our left side this time. Set yourself up in on your knees in side plank or top leg in front of the bottom leg. Lift and take that arm up high. Once it's there, just squeeze and lift a little bit more. Squeeze that right shoulder blade, look up, and then feed it through. So remember, we're only doing 10 of these. I've lost someone on 9. Reach. So once you've done that last one, lift up, hold up, squeeze that left glute, press up as high as you can go. Come on, breathe. Use your waistline to lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down. Spin around onto your bottom. And then lie yourself down on your back. Take your weights with you. And I want you to press your weights on the tops of your thighs. And then take your feet, the edges of your mat, line them up parallel, open the knees as well. We're going to lift to bridge. We're going to squeeze the thighs together, open them back out. As we brush the floor with our buttons, we lift up and squeeze again. Come on, get a little bit more depth. Squeeze up a little bit more. Pull those inner thighs together at that last point. Still got 8 more of these to do. Let's do it. Come on. Go on, do my last 3. Hold up that last one. Squeeze the thighs together. Lift and pulse. Woo, buttocks. Come on. Press. 8, 7. I want to see knees together, knees together, knees together. 4. Knees together more. 2. And release. Ah. Arm up above your shoulders. You can bring the weights together if you wish, or you could challenge separate muscles so they're not relying on each other and just hold them above your shoulders. Lift the legs to tabletop. And we're going to go 1 leg extension, both arms, tricep, press, and pressing back up again. So our elbows stay pointing towards the sky. You drop them down behind you by bending the arm as you extend 1 leg, pull them back in as you lengthen the arm. So pressing down. So make sure your upper arms are isolated and the weights just either skim by your ears, or if you're holding the weights together, just lightly come to above your forehead. Stick with doing 1 leg at a time because it's more of a challenge of core stability. Take them as low as you wish. If you feel you want a little bit more challenge, you can do them with straight legs. Give me 8 more, 4 more each side. Don't rush it. Especially as you draw the legs back in. So we come into our last couple of reps. Everybody take your legs up high to the sky. Lift up into a crunch, okay? Hold your crunch. Open your arms out wide to fly. Pull them back up and reach to the toes. Open up, but don't drop your head and shoulders if you can help it. If your neck doesn't like it, then just drop down and give me chest flies, just working out and in. Otherwise, reach to the toes. Open out. Lift up, reach to the toes. Open up. We've got 8 more of these to do. Try and straighten those knees. Reach. Come on, crunch up. I want to see that crunch, that extra reach. Last 2. Can you do that extra little pulse at the end? Reach up to the toes and pulse, pulse, pulse. Reach. Come on, come on, come on, come on. If you need to drop your feet, but pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release the head, release the arms, hug the knees in, and take a roll side to side on that lower back. No idea why I can't now go strong. Or Wigfield. Sweet dreams, that'll do. My children playing around, I think it's just doing its own thing. So just take a roll side to side. Let the knees drop all the way over to the right side. Can you catch your weight? That should be reachable. Slide your left hand under and open that arm out to T shape and enjoy that rotation. Left shoulder pressed to the floor. And pushing those knees down the opposite way. I think my phone's wet. Take that top leg, straighten it out, and turn your eye gaze to the left a little bit more. Catch it with that right hand onto the calf and work into the hamstring. It's not raining. Now I want you to just release these together, roll back into the middle. Take your left leg with your hand, slide around the shin, extend your right leg onto the ground and drive that left leg in and stretch the hip flexor on that left side. So as you pull the knee into the chest, you push your right leg away. Either my speaker's died or my phone just decided not to work. Never mind. Apart from the lorries, the silence is quite nice. So just keep hold of that left leg, slide your right leg in, foot on the ground, and put the left ankle over the right knee, lifting the right thigh and catching the right thigh to stretch the left glute. So options behind the, in front of the shin or just sitting behind the hamstring. Use your arms to pull the thigh in and push the left knee open. Okay, release the right leg, pop your left foot down, and then put your right ankle over your left knee and stretch the other glute.
Oh, this one. What's the end?
Who's been bitten?
Me.
By an ant.
Huh?
By an ant.
Well, I think it was something. Huh?
Very interesting. Okay, drop the left foot to the floor. Take hold of the shin on the right knee. Drive it in towards your chest and then lengthen your left leg flat to the floor. Hey, we managed to get a class in, even though it was a complex start. Apart from the ant's nest, obviously, that was a bit of a disaster. As long as you're all right over there, Jen, looking underneath my car. Oh, nice. Nice. What have I killed? Oh my God, I've killed something. Okay, bring both the knees in and let's drop them over to the left side. Get hold of that weight with your right hand. Open out into a spinal rotation, driving the right shoulder blade to the floor, catching that top thigh with your hand and just enjoying that rotation. I definitely didn't go over anything large. No, it's got blood on my car.
Blood onto your car.
Yeah, I must have killed a creature.
Who?
I saw quite a lot of toads in my garden yesterday. Where have they all sprung from? Anyone else got toads?
Every now and again, we get loads that cross like just by the manor, and they're literally just like flapping.
Oh,
Just spotted them.
grab that top leg. Let's stretch the hamstring and continue to twist and drive the toes towards your right left shoulder. Sunshine,
Rain.
trying to come through.
April weather.
Okay, let's release the knees back into the middle. Give them a little hug in one more time. Slide the hands around the back of the thighs. Let's roll up and let's finish the class seated, cross-legged, or however you're comfortable. Grab the knees, lift yourself up tall, engage the abs, drop your shoulders, open the arms, but keep everything engaged. And then we inhale the arms up. Bring the hands together. Exhale, bow to yourselves. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about today, but we got there in the end.
That's good.
We managed.
We managed.
Thanks, guys, for staying online.
Thank you.
Thanks, Belly. Bye.
Thanks, Bye. Bye, Gillian.
Bye.